Hey guys, it's Jared again. It's getting pretty late. I need to get off soon, but I wanted to record this video while this topic was still pretty fresh on my mind. This is about bullying. I went through quite a lot of it when I was younger and all the way up through high school. And this topic's been in the news a lot lately with the horrific, god-awful, unspeakable tragedy that is Jamey story. If you're not familiar with it, look it up. It's gut-wrenching. Um, and the reason is because it was so pointless, just on every level, both from the bully side and everything. And I'm going to tell you why in this video. You know why you don't have to go down that road, and why it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter now, regardless of how it seems, and it definitely will not later. Um, so with that, I'll relate to you a little bit of my story. So hopefully you will heed my words, knowing that I do speak from experience, not just speculation. Um, you can probably tell from my voice that I am not from the Deep South originally. I'm a West Coast boy originally. Moved here in the, excuse me, moved here when I was about 7, um, and it was a culture shock, to say the least. For those of you that have moved cross country or to a whole new place, you know what I mean. Um, and you wouldn't believe it from listening to me, but I had this just horrible, awful, terrible, squeaky little voice. It's really, I thought it was funny, but um, it's just awful. And I'm still now, but I definitely was then really small for my age. Um, Not only that, I dressed kind of funny, always kind of had my own style, still do. You'll see what I mean, I'm sure, in later videos. Um, Also, I like to read, and that's pretty much all I did. And for those of you familiar with Newton County, um, you know why that would have been a problem. Anything intellectual, but that's a whole other thing. Um, I told you that it's been Jamey's story that's really prompted me to do this video and to really speak out on this. Um, for those of you going through this who are being bullied, who are, being treated with hate for no good reason, well, this is never a good reason to hate. Allow me to rephrase that. Um, I know right now it seems like, it can be the end of the world. These people are who you're around all the time, but I promise you that will not always be the case. Before you realize it, you'll be out of school and you will probably never see these people again. If you don't believe me, I graduated in May of 2008, except for a very few of my kind of inner circle, you might call it. Do you know how many of the people I went to school with, including the ones that bullied me, I've seen since I graduated? Exactly. Zero. Not seen them, not heard from them, not heard of them. So I really don't know what they're doing right now. Don't really care all that much. That's one thing I want to get across to you. No, I mean, you will have stupid, hateful people no matter where you go in life, no matter what you do, that will always try to drag you down to make themselves feel better about some insecurity they're hiding. But it does get better. I mean, I know school is particularly bad because, the whole world is different through the lens of childhood and youth. And I know how barbaric and cruel a school setting can be. Yeah, that's the first thing I'm going to tell you. Don't let these people get you down. They're the reason they cause you pain, I can tell you this for sure, is that they're trying to make pain of their own hurt less. Um, so, by seeing you hurt, it makes them not hurt as bad over some stupid thing that they would be so much better off with just dealing with. Um, and with me, and that's if it is happening. I mean, like with me, I mean, it would be the same guys and it would go the entire day. All right. I would get on the bus at like 6:15, 6:30. I would just hear this crap. I'd be, bullied, hit, stuff thrown at me. People would spit in my hair, throw my books out the window. All the way to school, the same general kinds of things would happen pretty much the rest of the day. Then on the hour ride back home on the bus. But when I got off the bus, um, I could escape from it, at least for a little while. And that's, I think, the difference in, you know, between then and now. And this was not that long ago. This was not even, not even, not much past 10 years ago. Um, so, and that's the thing about now, though, you can't, these kids can't really escape from it. And Jamey talked about that in some of his videos, how, he would, people would just incessantly send him hate on his, online accounts. And I can believe that because I've, watched a lot of his videos and I've read some of his blog posts. And some of the things that people have been posting on these pages is just disgusting. I mean, it's just, I mean, memorial page for a kid that kills himself due to hateful speech and succumbing to feeling like, no one cared, I guess, is how he was feeling. Pages, his memorial pages are not the place for you to troll. They are not the place for you to disapprove and be hateful of what he did or what he didn't do or why he did it or whatever else. Um, if you want to go on a rant about homosexuality, I'll get to that topic later, I promise you. Um, if you want to do that, I'm sure Westboro Baptist Church is taking new members. That's my advice to you. These people that like attacked him on these blogs and on YouTube and other places, they hide behind a keyboard and behind a fake name to be hateful. You see what I'm saying? That tells you something about them. Um, and it happens on here. It happens to me because people will put things on Facebook and send me text messages that I know damn well they would not say to my face or probably anyone else's. Um, just remember that. I mean, these people are going to be gone. They don't matter now. They won't matter then to you. I mean, they're being hateful because they're hurting. You have to remember that. That's not excusing what they do, but 99.999% of the time, I would say it has nothing to do with you. It has to do with some kind of battle that's going on inside them. So just keep that in mind. And I feel like that's what I've learned personally from reading Jamey's story, and learning more about all this is that the things we say and do every single day really do matter, both good and bad. I mean, we can build people up or we can tear them down. Um, and the other thing is to be there for people. I mean, it's hard to always be the one that people are wanting to lean on. Like my friend Amanda always tells me, I can't be a bowl of cherries and sunshine all the time. But reach out to people. Um, yeah, I talked about all the hate that Jamey's pages are getting. What I didn't mention was how much love is being expressed on there, both for him and for other victims that are going through the same things that he was. It's not the end of the world. You do matter. People do care about you. People do love you. It doesn't seem like it sometimes, believe me. I know. Um, but they do. You're not alone. And they're people, we don't want you to die. And especially over something so trivial. I mean, I promise you, you will look back on all these things you thought were so important, and you'll say, did I really get that pissed off over that? I mean, I look back at things I would say and do in middle school, high school, and I just laugh at myself because I think, God, I was an idiot. I mean, was that worth fighting? Was that worth getting suspended for a week over? Um, that's my message to you. And the other thing, if somebody is putting out signs that they are contemplating suicide, take that seriously. Um, because it is. Just because somebody seems alright on the outside does not mean that they are. Because they tell you they're alright does not mean that they are. Um, I hear my frat boy roommate's coming back, so I'll wrap this up. Plus, I think my time limit's just about up. But that's it. Just to summarize, love yourself. It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. These people are going to be gone very soon. And reach out to others. Be there for other people. We have to shield ourselves, but we also have to shield each other. And, you never know when just a smile or when a kind word may very well spell a difference between life and death for somebody. So that's what I'll leave you with. I'm going to try to get this uploaded tonight, but we'll see. Um, this is Jared, aka the Rampant Scott, signing out saying, no hate, stop the bullying.